Welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. We got Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith here. Tonight, Game 5 in this conference finals matchup. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Boston Celtics in Boston. Taking a look at the Celtics, after a difficult overtime loss in Game 4, they seem more determined than ever to get a win tonight as this series approaches its grand finale. Been a hard-fought series to this point, but you know, with Game 5 on their home floor, they've got to take control. Shaq, let's get you to weigh in first.
If they lose tonight, they're facing the elimination on road in Game 6. Now, as the series progresses, Ernie, the margin for error has got to be smaller and smaller. They really need to concentrate, especially tonight.
Jet?
Well, I'm not a big fan of the phrase must win, but tonight is a must win. Because if you don't, this is a hard-pressed and hard-fought battle. I think it would be tough for either team to get back in the series. So I think tonight's winner has the
must win. Yes, and now we must go to Kevin Harlan.
Game 5 in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Celtics find themselves in a postseason deadlock at 2 games apiece. It is a critical turning point, and they know the time is now as they face a pivotal Game 5 against the 76ers. The Eastern Conference Finals continue.
What a series it's been. We're tied at 2-2, and here comes the all-important Game 5. 2K Sports presents the NBA playoffs. On with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. Boy, do we have a treat for you folks. The big ticket is here. Kevin Garnett in the house. AG, welcome.
Man, a lot of people don't know that you actually gave me the name of Big Ticket. Dude, K-Hard, man. I hope you got a package of all this somewhere. I hope you own all the names that you've given over the years.
You are the big ticket still. Great to have Kevin Garnett. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And guys, we won't be seeing Ben Simmons, who is injured.
Kevin, what a tough blow. My goodness, his injury means he's going to miss the rest of this series.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Favors. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Derrick Rose. And it's Jackson in at the 3 slot. And it's the 76ers with the ball. And stolen by Ayton. And here they come. Here's Williamson. And that one, good. The Bulldozers got the first points of the night for the Celtics.
And so it begins, taking control right up front.
Don't you love that they seized the lead from the beginning, exactly how you want to start off the game.
Now here's Embiid. Kevin, you talk a lot about passion, but also fundamentals. Who are some of the guys you faced that had great footwork you admire and maybe even pick something up in terms of footwork after watching them play?
You know, footwork that jumps right out at me. Charles Barkley had really good footwork.
Interesting.
He was 6'4", undersized.
Yes.
He was able to use his body a lot. He was very physical. A lot of people don't know Charles Barkley had an unbelievable brother. Tim Duncan had really good feet also. Rasheed Wallace had really good feet work. Shaq, believe it or not, I didn't really guard a lot of Shaq, but Shaq had really good feet. You know, you can really go through the whole catalog of guys. I'm thinking Zach Randolph because he was always opening up. Chris Bosh had really good feet.
Great names. And it's Irving with the ball for Boston. Passes to Williamson. To the paint. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, terrific read. Kyrie Irving understands what the defense is giving him and takes advantage.
Outside Favors. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. Rose kicks to Embiid. Jackson from long range. And it's Williamson with the rebound. For Boston, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. They get a hand on it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Irving. Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Number 5 is DeAndre Ayton.
And guys, that shooting percentage of his has been spectacular since the start of the playoffs. He has been completely locked in.
The 76ers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Rose against Irving. And here's Rose, outside Jackson. Pass to Embiid, just 5 on the clock. Again, Philadelphia.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
Greg, the defense better start to disrupt his rhythm, or it's going to be an awfully long night for them.
Here's Ayton. Here's Williamson. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Embiid. Booker looking around. Carries it down low. Kevin, you think about the work that goes into being an elite player. Describe that. What did you try to accomplish?
What are you going to do in these positions right here? When they trap you, how are you going to get the ball out? When you're not trapped, when you're one-on-one, what are the moves you're working on down here? Okay, on the right block. Okay, what about the left block? What about the top of the key? You get an ISO top of the key, what are you going to do? 5 seconds, what are you going to do? So you have to invest in yourself. After you get done with that, that's probably 45 minutes to an hour. You go in, you shower, you get done with that, take the behind home, you see you rest. You know, you obviously as a person, you're living as a human being, your everyday life. But yeah, it's a lot.
Sounds exhausting.
It is, but it is a cycle that you are able to create for yourself, and once you're in it, you're in it. And it turns over like an every day, you know, this is what you do every day. It's sort of like a routine. And once you get that routine, it is what it is. And I was able to keep the routine for 21 years. Amazing. And you know what?
21 years.
21 years, I added things onto my routine, but if you ask anybody to play with me, they see my routine. I did my routine every day. Never missed a day of not doing my routine.
Here's Rose following the three-pointer by Boston. Over Irving. They get it again. That's no good, and now he's missed 2 and made 2. Pass to Little. Here's Williamson. Brown wide open. He fired. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, this is a shot that Jaylen Brown must make consistently. Nice seeing him start to look confident, stroking it from deep.
Rose kicks to Booker. Will it go? And it's blocked by Brown. And he gets it back. A nice shot by Booker. Celtics leading by 4. Now it's ended over to D.A., who was able to talk with Coach Brett Brown.
I asked him what he said to his guys in the locker room. He told me, I believe the only way we lose is if we beat ourselves. And I relayed that message to my players. I feel like if we play our brand of basketball, we'll be up 3-2 in this series by the end of the night. Wow, there's a lot of confidence in that talk, Kevin. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Some changes for Boston. Horford comes in for the Bulldozer, and it's Holiday in for the Machine. Wayne Dedmon's checked in for the 76ers. Robert Covington comes in for Josh Jackson. Dedmon with the block. Booker outside. Another shot, and Embiid finishes inside. Embiid's got 6.
Shots are just flowing him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rose against Irving. Horford has a wide open look. Boston again missing. And it's Rose with the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing by 2. Come into this one after winning on Tuesday.
Boy, did that game nearly get away from them, but they were a little bit fortunate to have survived at the end of regulation.
Well, perhaps just knowing that they can pull out a close game, the next time they're in that challenge, they can go in with a ton of confidence.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Rejected by Booker. It's Covington on the wing. The second effort, it's tipped.
Tremendous this at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
Second shot opportunity. Here's Embiid. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. He's got 10.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Irving kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement by Boston. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the foul against Philadelphia.
I think you know that Kyrie Irving has such great love and passion for the game of basketball. This guy is on fire to get
two
better.
Shots. Loose shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Kevin, your drive and attention to detail were phenomenal. How do you deal with rookies who were largely uninformed? They were maybe not as receptive to the attention to detail that the elite like you pursued.
Well, one of the things I would do if I saw a guy who wasn't as keen to detail as I was, I would pull him to the side. I would show him, some of the things I would see. I would get, some dialogue with him and what he was seeing, and then try to get him to see what I was seeing as far as the point I was making. And then, challenge him a little bit to be a little more present within certain things and then apply it. I don't believe in shouting. I don't believe in embarrassing someone. I like to always, grab some of the young guys because the young guys don't have all the confidence yet. So I'm trying to build confidence with the young guys.
Good point.
So when you get them one-on-one, you're able to, have an intimate conversation and then you have full, they're engaged and talking to you.
Yes.
And that's what you want. So, with that, I've always found it better to go one-on-one to the side and find it to be a lot more efficient.
Now, here's Irving. 6 points for him. That one a little long. Booker outside. Covington in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Fires from the wing. Rebounded by the Celtics. Ayton's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's foul number 2 for him. Austin with the ball. He lobs it up, and Ayton throws it down.
Kyrie Irving doing work with the pass. That's pretty.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Habit. Here's Booker. The 76ers with another miss.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And, it'll be interesting to see what coach draws up here.
Well, they need to stop this run, and a great timeout that hopefully gives his team some energy.
The 76ers trail by 4. Kevin, listening to the value you placed in preparation, practice to you was obviously important.
Practice to me was very important. Preparing was very important. Scouting reports, being clear, understanding rotation, understanding what the goal was, understanding the plan. I took all that to heart because I had to be the relay of that. I had to articulate that to players. I had to be the one in pick and rolls calling out the coverages and stuff. And if I didn't know that, then, Rondo, the guards, they didn't know. So
they were going to get blasted.
So I had to be on top of that. So that was part of the responsibility. One of my responsibilities of just being a professional and being ready to play.
Philadelphia's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Controlled from outside. Here's Booker. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Hey, we're not seeing the best quarter by this guy, and he's lost his feel a little bit.
Here's Brown. Lee Baz was put in just the right spot. Brown's got 5.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And here's Covington. The arc drills it from outside.
Timeout.
Well, Kevin, no one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Some changes for Philadelphia. Derek Favors checked in for Embiid. Jackson comes in for Booker. And Tyler Lewis subbed in for Derrick Rose. Here's the machine, defended by Covington. Outside Holiday. No good from outside.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Boy, a wide open look from mid-range that goes by the wayside. You can tell he's upset.
Covington with the steal. Jackson has the open look. A miss that time would have put him up. Boston's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Philadelphia gets called for the foul. The Celtics have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Kevin, looking back at all the discussion and interviews over the years, you make a lot of analogies to food. Are you a foodie at heart?
Oh, my God. Kev, I am not a foodie.
Really?
Kev, I eat to live.
Well, you know about it.
You know, I eat to live, but I don't want to fool you. I eat to live. Listen, sometimes I forget to eat. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Well, as hard as you work, there's probably a lot on your mind.
Man,
I can get that.
Listen, I like to... a big plate of food scares me. Okay? And that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to keep going on that analogy. You know, a bunch of food that... No, I don't want to keep going on that. Just know that I'm not a foodie. But when I explain things, I like to articulate things in which where people can understand it, so I use food right away.
Good way to connect the dots.
A little bit. You know, parallels in life and food are very similar, man.
Good. Here's Williamson after Josh Jackson's bucket. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That's on Josh Jackson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Celtics shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Ulis can't get it to go. The Celtics with the lead. Williamson, the pass to Little. Again, the miss by the Celtics. And so Ulis will bring it up for Philadelphia. Feet away. The shot, no good. And it's Boston the other way. Down low, here's Williamson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
And Philadelphia has possession. It's a 3-point game. Covington dishes to Dedmon. Clock at 4. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his first trip to the line tonight. first one falls. So he hits both.
I tell you, as good as he is at the line, it allows him to invite contact when he's down low.
Now here is Holiday. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Williamson. Over Favors.
Well, that's a case where Derek Favors uses his incredible reach to contest shots. That is beautifully done.
We've got more in store for you right after this. Booker talks about the great intangibles of his young teammate, Josh Jackson.
Plays super hard. He does everything out there. His instincts are incredible. I've never seen anything like it. Just defensively and offensively, just knows where to be at the right time, gets his hands on a lot of loose balls.
A nice swing pairing for sure. Booker providing offense and Greg Jackson known for his defense.
And a young team hungry for improvement. Kevin, they're both looking to be a big part of that.
Welcome back to our coverage of the NBA Eastern Conference Final as we get things started once again. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
I think they play great D and not giving up anything easy early on.
You love that they're making the offense work, right? Making every single thing they try to do hard.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And so in the game for the 76ers, Favors is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then it's Ulis. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the bucket by the Celtics. To the middle. It's picked off. To the inside. Williamson. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And not just sustaining the lead. They're adding to it.
Right, and this is precisely what you want to do. Build up the lead and keep the pressure on.
And Kevin, you hear rumors. There's been some talk about adding a fourth official to NBA games. I'd say the replay system kind of is the fourth ref.
It is. And I do not like that, because it's a countless bunch of players at home right now that played through the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s, and the 90s. Oh, my God, they'll sit over here flipping over like, oh, my God, a rehab replay. I have me a ring right now. So, I have a whole nother, discussion with it. I'm super old school with it. Although I do enjoy the replay. And, it gives me a chance as a fan to root for my team. And when my team is on the other end of the replay and they get it right, I root and I go, woo. And when it goes against you, I'm like, they shouldn't even have a replay. What the, you know what I'm saying? So I'm a super double hypocrite, But shout out to Adam Silver. I think he's doing a great job with our league. The league is fun. It's fun to watch.
He is, isn't he? We've had two great commissioners back-to-back. Now, here's Ulis. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Over Holiday. Holiday with the block. The feed now to Brown, and finished off by Brown.
I'll tell you allow an athlete like Jaylen Brown to get this close, it's going to be finished and finished strong.
And the 76ers call time here.
Well, he needs to talk to his guys. The interior defense has been horrific.
Absolutely no rim protection whatsoever. At this point, the other team is walking all over them on the inside.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The 76ers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing. Good on the second free throw. Kev, talk about the characteristics needed to be a winner in this league.
Appetite. How much do you want this? Can you push through that pain right there? Are you going to dive on the floor? You're going to do the small things. You know, are you going to double down? Are you going to be in the spot where you're supposed to when you're supposed to be there? You know my bags. You know, all this goes into winning. And then you need a little luck. You do. And you need an appetite. You need 15 guys that's willing to push through anything at any moment. That's the difficult part of winning.
On the same page.
On the same page, all 15 thinking the same thing.
It sounds daunting.
Listen, people think that, oh, man, why can't you have 15? Because it's 15 guys thinking 15 totally different things. And that's the difficult part of being a coach. That's what I'm saying. Being a coach is one of the hardest things to be because you got to take 15 perspectives and get them all in one and go forward with the same velocity like you want it to. Frustrating.
So he gets them both. Here's Ulis. No points in the game yet for him. Kicks to Dedmon. Taken away by Holiday. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Ulis with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. Passes it to Favors. Here's Williamson. And the rejection by Favors.
I think you want to see more of this from Derek Favors. You love to see him be aggressive and try to send shots back.
And Derek Favors with the slam.
Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Pass to Whitman. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Nails the 16-footer.
You're right. Something has to change in their defensive approach. They're making things far too hard on themselves right now.
It's Covington on the wing. He's covered by Whitney. Down low. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Favors.
Well, we know this. Derek Favors is terrific. Rolling hard after setting the pick. This guy is a terrific screen and roll player.
Now here is Horford. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Wow, way off on that one. The 76ers trail by 12. And Kevin, you were so warm. But can you imagine your career had you not been traded to Boston and played with those guys and had that coach and in that city with all that tradition? Can you even imagine your career?
You know what? I should have did it earlier. I should have got with Paul earlier. I told him that.
Everybody wants to play with him. Everyone wants to play with you.
Yeah, we have Paul and I should have got together earlier, but, through the loyalty and still feeling like, you can still do it. You got to have a machine behind you. Management has to be behind you. They got to be willing to put up dollars and be as boisterous as you are. I got to experience Boston and having a machine behind us. And Doc Rivers controlled that whole thing as much as he could, and it worked. So, yeah.
Now, here's Covington. Now Ulis. He kicks to Favors. It's to Dedmon. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, how about the anticipation from Al Horford? Perfectly times the release, sends it back.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
Now here's Covington. The rebound by the Celtics. Horford's got 7 rebounds in the game. Williamson, the pass to Whit. Here's Williamson. The shot missing. Great D that time from Favors. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That's foul number 2 for him. And Brett Brown wants a timeout. The Bulldozer with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Well, I think during this timeout, they've got to talk about ways to deny the basketball to him. That's the key, because when he gets it, chances are he's going to score.
And some changes here for the Celtics. Ayton, he's checked in for Horford. And Irving subbed in for Drew Holiday. Goes up the baseline. And that one hits back iron. On offense, here are the Celtics. They're on a 16-5 run here. Let's take a look at the players who have pulled down the most rebounds during this postseason. Second, Joel Embiid. DeAndre Ayton, third.
Those two have been really aggressive in the paint so far this postseason. They provided the kind of rebounding you need in this atmosphere.
First free throw is good. The Machine's checked in for Brown. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And Philadelphia has possession. They trail by 14. Rose with the ball. He's picked up by Irving with 3. Booker, yes. And it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 3 assists tonight. Here's the Machine, defended by Booker. Now the pass to Little. There's the 3. On its way from Irving for 2. Rebound by the 76ers. For 3, Covington. Here's Embiid, and the lead is down inside single digits. Embiid's got 12.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Irving. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Now here's Booker. He's got 7. A 3-pointer is right on target. Jackson's got his second bucket.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Irving passes to Williamson. To the middle. And that one's good, Irving. He's got 8.
Okay, how about the great body control by Kyrie Irving, one of the best small men in the league at converting through contact.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 5. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Celtics leading by 5. Little passes to Irving. Passes it to Little. Fires the 3. Yes! And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one.
And that was a real quick comeback there. Both sides showing some range.
But both teams are pulling the trigger right now, showing great confidence from behind that arc.
Now here's Covington. He has 6. To the inside. 5 on the clock. And that one, good. 7 points for Josh Jackson.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
To the right side. Ayton, the pass to Whitman. And it's blocked. And they're moving it up. Here's Rose. Great D that time from Irving.
Boy, that's high-impact defense in the lane. Standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Celtics have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Blue shots.
That free throw, no good. Celtics making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Derek Favors checked in for Philadelphia. And the second free throw, good.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Jackson from long range. No good. That miss takes him to 3 for 7. Irving against Rose. Unloads from 13. Irving can't get it to go.
Well, the struggles from the field continue for this guy. The way it's going, he shouldn't be more than a secondary option for them at this point.
Jackson kicks to Rose. Pass to Booker. Philadelphia moving the ball over. On the wing. That one misses. Some solid defense from Brown.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Yep, it counts.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Jackson, that's good.
That's his second bucket from range this quarter after hitting none in the first.
Boston leading by 6. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. And stolen by Favors. Rose finds Embiid. Got a piece of it. Right wing. Here's Williamson. And it's off from three-point range.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
KG, I wanted to give you a special thanks for joining us, helping us with the call tonight. You always have a seat at this table to broadcast any of our games.
Oh, man, thank you, man. I appreciate you letting me come through, man. It was an honor, man, seriously.
We'll do it again soon.
Let me know, man.
That's
Let me
KG.
know.
That's the great Kevin Garnett.
My dog.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris, a guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
For Boston, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
How exciting is Jaylen Brown as a basketball player? This guy is a skilled forward who loves showing off that ability to dunk the basketball.
And Brown drops them both. 55 seconds left to play here in the half. Rose with the ball. Pass to Embiid. And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. .40 seconds left to play in the first half. Jackson from long range. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Little passes to Williamson. Got it. Good job in the low post. The Bulldozers got 11 here in this quarter alone.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Irving against Rose. On the clock. There's Embiid. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. And so it's the Boston Celtics going into the break with a 10-point lead. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with head coach Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think was the main edge you had?
Well, I thought defensively we were a lot better, and then that led to some offense. But obviously, we're playing a bunch of skilled guys, and we're able to spread the floor, and that's helpful.
You have to make them work at both ends. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, you will not find an empty seat here tonight. Welcome to our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal. You looking for an empty seat?
Yeah.
You're sitting
in.
It's
only 3 of us.
And the seats are all full.
Okay. Oh, you meant in the arena.
Ah, that's what I'm talking about. Looking at Boston, they're playing with a sense of urgency and have a nice halftime lead here to show for it. Taking Game 5 tonight would give them 2 opportunities to take the series. Taking a look at the Celtics, Shaq, what do you think?
You got to like their offense efficiency. They were patient, took good shots. That was reflected in their high field goal percentage. They just need to keep playing smart in the second half and close this thing out. Don't get cute now.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Percentage-wise, they were in the low 30s. That's right, low 30s from beyond the arc. That won't get it done. Every team in the league now relies on some level of consistent production from the three-point line. But if you dug yourself a hole and you aren't a three-point shooting team, that needs to change.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
And as we return, we get a look at the Boston skyline. Those drone cameras are really something. And we're back here at Game 5 as we get things started once more. The Bulldozer has been sensational.
And I'll tell you, his work on the blocks in that first half, really impressive.
Well, he made them pay down there. Uses his size and body well to score close to the bucket.
Irving at point with Brown to his side. There at the backcourt. Bulldozer is out there with Ayton. And it's Little in at the 3. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. It's good.
Just a great awareness there from Ayton. Understands the game plan and reads the game so well.
Rose kicks to Jackson. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And stolen by Favors. Count it. Favors has got 6.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Brown the pass to Ayton. Yep, that one goes. And the Celtics lead by 12.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Booker outside. Looking to end his cold spell. And he banks in the layup. He's got 9.
Oh, Kevin, terrific body control. Booker gets hit on the drive, stays on balance to complete the play.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Rose against Irving. 90 seconds now into the second half. Rose dishes to Embiid. That's tipped. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Booker. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
A high-volume scorer with terrific instincts. Booker can torture a defense when he gets rolling.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And it's Rose with the ball for the 76ers. 11-point game. Here's Booker. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, that's the size of Derek Favors, allowing him to snag these boards. This guy, you've got to keep him off the offensive glass, Kevin.
Irving kicks to Ayton. Here's Williamson. Great D that time from Favors.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
Now here's Booker. He's got 12. Back to Rose. The 11-footer, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Celtics leading by 9. Inside, Williamson, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
Here is Rose, and it's time for an injury report. And let's get an update on Al Horford's injury. David, any news?
Hi, guys. Well, the head athletic trainer for Boston provided some information for us. Unfortunately, it sounds like a very serious injury. Hopefully, he won't be out too long, but if he can't play, you know he'll be supporting his guys from the bench. They'll try to get to the NBA Finals. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you for the update. I know we're all interested in what his status is.
And it might be a tough road back for him. I mean, but one thing's for sure, he will be back.
Well, we know this. The guy's a fighter. I'm sure nobody's more disappointed than he is to have to go through this. But I am sure this guy will work every day to get back as quick as possible.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter.
Well, Brown taking away the shooter's airspace, effectively crowds scores and gets them out of their comfort zone.
Here's Williamson. He's covered by Favors. Brown outside. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after it. And the dunk by Jackson.
You can see the connection Josh Jackson has with his guys. So precise, finishing that alley-oop. Nice.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Hat. Here's Williamson. He's got 23. Back to Irving. There's the pass to Brown. Clock at 4. Passes it to Little. From deep three-point range. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Jackson finds Rose, and the shot is good. Rose has got 6.
Well, that's about effort, carving space for the interior look. And one attribute we'll always talk about with Rose is the heart that he plays with.
Embiid with the steal. Jackson looking it over. Moving against Rose. On the wing, Booker shoots over Brown, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Well, you're talking about a guy like Booker, perfectly suited for the catch-and-shoot game.
Irving passes to Williamson. Kicks it to Ayton. To the wing right side. Here's the machine, guarded by Jackson. Count it, good. He's got 5.
Oh, he is one hard player to deal with at the offensive end.
The 76ers trail by 7. High post, Embiid. Pass to Favors. Booker outside. 6 to shoot. It's up a 3. Rebound, Boston. The Bulldozers got his 4th rebound in this one. Little passes to Brown. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, this is the very definition of feeling it. Jaylen Brown taking smart shots and playing perfectly within the team schemes.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Irving. Rose against Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The 76ers have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
The first one falls.
Well, the knee issues robbed Derrick Rose of some of his athleticism, but maybe more importantly, he lost that development time. Still a big-time player, though, every time he takes the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Whitney's checked in, and it's Holiday in for the Machine. And Rose drops them both.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Feeds to Ayton. Back to Irving. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And defensively, just giving up the high percentage look down low.
Not a lot of aggressiveness from the defense right there. You didn't put up enough fight early to keep him from scoring in the post.
Now here's Rose. He's got 8. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Holiday. And it's blocked by Brown. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Irving. He's got 12. Pass to Ayton. Nice ball movement by Boston. Ulis with a steal, and here's the break. There's the lob to Jackson.
Well, Devin Booker is known as a scorer, but this guy will find you if you're open.
Austin with the ball. They've led by as many as 14 points. And Holiday kicks to Ayton. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Irving. Over Ulis. Irving. Good. Irving's got 14.
Yeah, that's just a master of understanding pick and roll and how to develop a quality shot. Such a dangerous guy in those sets.
Now, here's Ulis. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now, here's Embiid. Tight defense on him. And Embiid is right there.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Here's Ayton. 10 points for him. Brown the pass to Whit. He feeds it to Ayton. 5 to shoot. Unloads from 13. A shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And there's the feed to Jackson. Ulis with it, guarded now by Irving. And here's Covington from the arc.
I'll tell you what, Ayton is a very good defender. Moves his feet well and has the length to alter shots. I tell you what, I'd settle for having as many points in this game as he has rebounds.
You know, you have to be an absolutely tireless worker to rack up 20-plus boards.
There's Ulis. No good. Good D by Irving. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. They lead by 7. The kick out to Holiday. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And a little off that time, but it drops.
There he is, showing off his low post skills. Go to work, young man.
The 76ers trail by 9. Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Ulis Ulis dishes to Embiid. The shot misses. Now the Celtics take it the other way.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
And there's the call on Tyler Ulis. That's his first foul. Some changes for Boston. Al Horford is checked in for 8. The bulldozer comes in for Brown. And the machine subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Knocked loose. And there's the pass to Covington. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Horford. On defense, the Celtics. 9-point game. Passes it to Ulis. He kicks it to Dedmon. Covington against Whitney. Shot clock at 5. Here's Favors. Off with the layup.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
No, exactly, Greg. Especially when the ball is that deep inside. You've got to respect how he altered that shot.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Following the three-pointer by Boston. Dedmon kicks to Favors. And the shot goes in. Favors has got 6 here in this quarter.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Holiday looking for an opening. Horford. No good from outside. The 76ers trail by 10. Steps back and shoots. That misses off the back.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he makes both from the line. 104 left to play in the third. Ulis passes to Favors. And he uses the glass on the layup.
That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Here's the machine. 10 points for him. 40 seconds left in the third quarter. To the middle, and stolen by Favors. Covington against Whitney. Covington, the bounce pass. Now, here's Ulis. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Covington. Dedmon. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Dedmon's got it back down to single digits for the 76ers.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Williamson. Feeds away. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Celtics out in front. They're up by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so Ulis will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Trailing here by 8 on the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. Favors is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Dwayne Dedman. Then it's Ulis.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? He took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Another steal. To the wing on the left. Holiday, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Covington. The dish to Dedman. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, mouse in the house. He recognizes the size advantage and goes right to the rim. Good aggressive play.
Little passes to Williamson. Outside Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
The 76ers trail by 14. Ulis kicks to Dedman. Favors against Holiday. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Holiday.
Well, Derek Favors has absolutely a massive frame, someone who can draw fouls due to his sheer size.
Shooting 2.
He misses the free throw.
Well, I think, Kevin, most people would say Derek Favors a throwback big man, right? The guy wants to be effective at posting up, but he can shoot the face-up jump shot as well.
You can't make a second free throw either. Missing both. Boston leading by 14. Holiday finds Horford. Inside. And that one's good. Williamson. The Bulldozers got 27 points.
Just relentless. Really impressed with how they've been able to maintain that focus.
I think it's obvious, Greg. They want this win. They're showing no let-up in their attack right now.
Pulls up on the wing, and he makes that one. For Boston, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. And there's the pass to Whitten. Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closely. Off target with the free throw line, Jay.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
Just 5 to shoot, and Ulis has it in the corner. Hands it from downtown.
And Ulis must take that shot and make it on a more consistent basis. When he does, the whole floor opens up.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Outside Holiday. Softly drops in the floater. Holiday's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Down low. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Well, he just gets ahead of himself and throws it away, right? You've got to have better focus than that.
Boston leading by 13. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. 76ers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Now Ulis. Just 5 on the clock. Dedmon in the corner. Ring shot on the way. And it's Williamson with the rebound. The Bulldozers got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Holiday. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Now this is more like it. 9 points for him from three-point range this half. That's 9 more than he had in the first.
Now here's Ulis. Over to the left wing. From the high post. Offensive rebound. Favors. They shoot again. Lets it go. Pass to Covington. Kicks it to Ulis. The 76ers need to get off a shot taken away by Holiday. Drops in the breakaway layup. Holiday's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Ulis dishes to Favors. Ulis passes to Covington. Knocked away. And again, Philadelphia turns it over. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Here's Irving. Brown outside. A three-pointer, no good.
He had a make from downtown in the first half, but no threes since then.
Irving against Rose. It's Covington on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brown. And that one hits back iron. Boston leading by 18. Here's Irving. Boston again missing. The 76ers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Rose with the ball. Covington in the corner. On the wing, Jackson. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
And it's Brown missing.
His high percentage shot right at the rim, and he's wondering what happened.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Boston. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here is Rose, following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Rose kicks to Jackson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got 6 assists in the game. Irving against Rose. Irving with the bounce pass. And here is Horford. Back to Irving. Over Jackson. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The 76ers trail by 17. And they cash in right away with the quick shot. Jackson's got 19 points.
You love when Jackson shoots the ball while in rhythm. You want him to get better shooting off the dribble.
Moving against Jackson. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got 4 assists now tonight.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Rose. Puts it up from 12. Offensive rebound. Embiid. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Horford.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
No good on that. The Bulldozer is checked in for Boston. The machine comes in for Drew Holiday. And the 76ers also making a change. Favors is checked in. No good on the second free throw. Celtics leading by 17. Inside. It's deflected. The alley-oop finish is off the mark. Philadelphia's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Outside Jackson to the inside, and then Favors with the dunk.
Well, I'll tell you, he is showing strides in improving the passing aspect of his game. Josh Jackson, pretty look there.
Here's Williamson. He dishes it to Irving. Brown outside. Passes it to Little. From 18 feet away, and he hits the jump shot.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to shoot their way out of the slump, and that didn't work. They got to go back and regroup.
Yeah, maybe a new approach, because what they're doing is not working. You're going to have to alter some things on the offensive end.
Now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And when he's been on the floor, it has been a clinic in rim protection and shot blocking. He's played the defense of 3 men tonight. His block total has gotten to a point you almost never see in an NBA game.
With a chance to take command in this series, he did everything. That is the kind of killer instinct you need in the playoffs. Here's the machine. Outside Irving. Rejection by Embiid, and that one's good. Ayton. Here's Rose. Booker outside. The 11-footer, he gets it in there. Booker's got 9 points here in the second half.
Very rare for a guy to enter the league with such a polished mid-range shot. Booker, so impressive.
Brown with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Brown, good.
Just terrific determination. First compiling the lead, and now building on it.
Yeah, Greg, I think it's very difficult coming back in this instance. They have owned this game. Don't see them coughing up this lead. Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Pass to Irving. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. And the Celtics lead by 21.
And just a huge victory at an important time in this series, not to mention a tremendous motivational boost, if you will, for Boston.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
And with the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Free throw good, Booker.
Yeah, and this is really what you love about Devin Booker. He gets to the free throw line at a high rate and hits a high percentage.
So he gets them both. Boston leading by 19. 1:02 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Irving. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow.
And you just have to be enticed by the skill set of Ayton. A 7'1" behemoth who plays with a lot of physicality and skill on both ends.
First one falls for him. And he makes both free throws. There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Irving against Rose. Feeds it to Booker. And taken away by Brown. Irving passes to Ayton. Back to Irving. The pass to Little. He kicks to Ayton. Celtics passing it around. Yep, that one goes.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, it really was. They wanted this home win badly, and they went out and took it.
Pass to Jackson. At the top of the key, Favors. Pass to Rose. On the wing, Jackson. And a little luck that time, but it drops.
You've got to be assertive in catch-and-shoot situations. Josh Jackson, aggressive on the catch there. Really nice.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can breathe just a little bit easier, knowing they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Kyrie. Nice win tonight. What was your thought process coming into the game?
I was just going out there trying to compete on every play, trying to play as much defense as possible. Just sticking to our game plan. We had a game plan going in, and we executed.
Got it done at both ends of the floor, Kyrie. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And so this one is in the books. We hope you've enjoyed being with us for the Eastern Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.